Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 17 of the Rise of Icelandic Football with HK. My name's Damien and here we are on the board screen to start today's episode. The reason I'm there is we're getting very close to a new stadium. It's coming up quite quickly and I'm quite excited, and I thought I'd just like to highlight that out. The second reason on it is there isn't no fixtures results here, so we don't have no spoilers today. I usually put it on the club screen and there's fixtures down the bottom. I just realised that now, and it shows the Champions League fixtures, and it's just like... So, for people that maybe watch this episode and then have to watch back, at least you don't know what the result was and say the Maribor game, which was last episode, which was a good episode. It's quite a tight, interesting game, and if you don't want to know that fixture, click away now. But, let's get straight to it. So, when we were last here, we played Maribor, 1-0 away, and then we ended up pumping them 5-0 at home. One game in between, which is the FH game, which we played in the semi-final. And to be fair to FH, if you go on them, they rested everybody as well as us. Now, our reserve side is 10 times better than their reserve side. But you can see why, because they've got young boys in the third round of the Europa League. This is the furthest I've seen FH get so far in the Europa League. Our boy Nick Barlow over there doing the duty, we reckon. He's playing very well in goals. Didn't play this game, but off the top of my head, no, as you can see, it was a very, very, reserve-looking FH side. And if you look at our side's quite, also, you got Jimmy started, Nikolai started, Guerrero started, Edler played a half. I wanted to give Lucas Lovatt some more game time, but, had to rest him for at least a half. But you can see here, it was quite a rotated side. And we ended up pumping them 7-2 just because our rotated side is a mile better than what FH's rotated side is, because of the gulf in Icelandic football between every other side and our side in terms of depth, which is fine. But today we've got Legia in the third qualifying phase of the Champions League. Now, I thought last episode was the third qualifying phase, but obviously it wasn't. Massive mistake, but there we go. Now I ended up pumping that Slovenian side that we saw. Never heard of them before, but as you can see, they've got players like Powell here, who's wanted by a few Serie A. There's a couple of League One sides. Burnley want him, and you can probably see why. He's very well rounded in terms of his stats as a centre mid there. But they've got some players that are quality, and then they've got some players that I think we can get after. Crystal Palace want their striker, which is, we've got to do what we've got to do. And then they've got some players that I don't think that are overly that great. Sammy Abiobi, oh wow, what a player. But you can see here, you can see why this could be a very tricky fixture. Now, what we need to do this time around, is make sure we win this game so we can, we can qualify for the Europa League at least. If we go back to our competitions, the board in the Champions League wanted us to only reach the second round, and they're very pleased we're in the third round, which is great. If you remember last season, the board then said that they wanted the Europa League if we get knocked out. We didn't get knocked out. We made it to the Champions League last season. Spoilers if you're not there. And there we are. We've had some transfer offers. I'm stalling on Isberg's transfer offers. I've just, put 2 count offers back for Silvio Ragnoli from Roma and Torino, just asking for 15 mil. They keep bidding 2 mil. And we just got an offer in for Leo Pauli. Now, the strange thing about Leo Pauli is that it's not transfer... It's after our transfer period now. So, in terms of selling him right now, I probably wouldn't. You look at him and you go, why would you sell him, Damien? Why on earth would you sell him? There's a guy I'm eyeing up here from Monaco if I go to my scouting, and I reckon he is an absolute gem. If we go out of here and go to striker, and we go by reports, because I know he's had a few reports on him. Where is he? There he is. Erling Haaland. Now, I've been showing this guy on stream the whole time. I reckon he can play complete forward basically already. Just need to train him. But he has been sensational. He's got an asking price of 6 mil. And apparently he's interested in coming to play first team football. I'm happy to pay him all the wage in the world to get him in, because this is a signing that would be good for a reputation, because he's already basically got a star reputation, which is fine by me. Another player that has debuted against Australia as their first game. We actually have a few in the club that's done that, a few Icelandic boys as well. But if you look at his stats, he's very well rounded with great determination, great physicals, and as much as his technicals are probably not good as Leo Pauli's, they're very, they're very similar in terms of pace, vision, even their attacking. Just mentally and aerially, Haaland gives you so much more that even technically, as much as he's not as good as Leo Poli, his technicals will grow at 21 and may grow into something like that. It may not grow as good as that, but grow into something like that. There's just more potential in a player like Haaland, where you can get him in, you know, he's already, you know, as good as Leo Poli. Just seeing Silvio Ragnoli's star rating as a striker is absolutely incredible, and has got great potential as well. I reckon he would be not a bad person. There's also a few others. Plus, being Norwegian, he can also obviously be European, which allows us to play everything that we need. Going to give the assistant a hand over to that. Gearson's been trying to move. I'm trying to sell him. No one wants him. I feel sorry for the lad because he's been such a good servant for the club. Kicking up a little bit of a fuss, but look, at the end of the day, you can't do too much, as you get the news article for that. But we're into the Legia game. It's going to be interesting. Don't know what to expect. I've got nothing to say about that right now because we've got a Champions League game to get to. I will cut out the Peruta game. Also, last thing, as I was even asked it in the press conference, I thought it was really nice. In game, this is my birthday, the actual birthday. For those people that watch this live or, you know, in the future, when I've recorded this, you know, it's under a month to my birthday. Getting old at 23. Ha ha ha. The 4th of August, I was actually asked in the press conference. I actually thought it was really nice. You know, they actually said, you know, it's your birthday. You know, it would be nice for you to get a win on your birthday. I hope you have a good birthday. And I was like, oh, that's nice for Football Manager to do that. As you can see here, because the side was fully rotated, we need to bring everybody back in. Aurelia comes in, Neves comes back in, Philippe has to come back in. We'll probably put him on that side and swap him around. Just because Jimmy won't be on the bench, Nishgan will come back on, Lucas Lopvat, and Kanan will come back in for Mbia. Just looking if I can drop anyone. I don't think I really can drop anyone for Mbia to be on the bench. He's been in decent form. I've now registered him over Trummer because he's back from loan, obviously, Mbia, to be in the Champions League squad. Should be okay with Joaquim learning to play that inside forward role and playing. He can play it quite well now, which is quite good. So that was exactly what we wanted to do when he's been sitting on the bench, was training to play that position. But look, it's Jon, Wagner, Philippe, Stefan, Lucas, Melvin Neves, Oriella, Hakan Ingiisberg. I love saying that name. It's so good. He's such a good player for us. Silvio Ragnoli, Kanan, and Leo Poli up top. It's just the same lineup. It is a sensational lineup. It's the best lineup that we've ever had at the club. And there's some good depth as well with Repas being on the bench and so on and so forth. So Repas has been growing enough that he's now a first-team player. They're coming to play 4-3-3 here at home, which is fine. We're obviously going to play our normal system, our normal fluid system. I'm expecting the boys to put in a good display. Oh, someone looks to have switched off. That's Ragnoli. What's new? He now looks delighted. Sensational. No, he doesn't. Still looks switched off. Come on, Silvio. We can't afford to look switched off here. As the Champions League anthem plays and the boys walk out, there we go. I love it when they stand like that and you can picture the Champions League anthem playing. It'll be us in the blue going to the right first half. It's a big game for the boys. This is probably one of the harder ones, but we did play Celtic in the third round last season and beat them comfortably. So, maybe we shouldn't be as worried as I am. As that's a crazy challenge, but he's won the ball and the referee says it's fine. That's a good ball through the middle. And Legia are in there with step in, and in the end, the ball has been put wide, a minute in, and already a chance and a key highlight for Legia. As Jonas's ball down there for Stepinski. It's actually Stepinski, not Stefan. That's a great for Fruna Nagy. It's a chance, and we're 1-0 down. Dominic Nagy with the goal. Legia have started very well. We have not got a foothold in this game at all, and we are 1-0 down here. Trying to keep possession here. Looks like they're playing quite well off the break from judging by how they scored. It's playing with a couple of guys hanging around on top, playing really high and looking to exploit the space in behind, which we do leave space in behind, but that's because we press high to win the ball. Philippe's head is poor, and now it's with Stepinski to run with it. And maybe it's another highlight here for Legia. It's a great ball. Now Ruby's in. Oh, what a save by Jonasson. Got down very well to his right and tips that one around the post. Well done by Big Jon. I'm just looking for an away goal and take an away goal back to HK. It'll be quite good if we can get that away goal. As the header's there and the flick on, and it's 2-0. We conceded from the corner. Maruzi Stepinski has scored, and HK in all sorts of trouble early on, early doors. We have not started at all, boys. Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's fire up. Another highlight after 13 minutes. look, the goal for quality between the two sides isn't that big. I didn't think it was going to be, you know, we shouldn't be getting pumped here. That is for sure. It's a good ball through, but I think Wagner's finally going to get on top of that. And can we recycle it? Stefan, just pick your pass on. Oriella gives it back to Philippe. Philippe gives it to Stefan. Back to Oriella. Oriella faces forward and it's a poor ball. We have not started well. I reckon a team talk's coming after this highlight, no matter if it's a goal or not. I'm hoping it's not. The ball's cut back, but it falls back to Pasquato. Pasquato now inside, and it looks like Nagai, his ball through. Alright, turns and hits it. It's off the bar. Stop this. Get there. I'm going to tell them, lads, look, demand more. You're not working hard enough. Get out there and do the business. Please, please, please. You cannot be having none of this. I have full faith in the system. I just think the boys have started really poor. Ball's crossed in. Back post. Owinski's header. It's hit the post. They've hit the woodwork twice. It's a flying challenge in there by, I think it's going to say Wagner. It is Wagner. 15 minutes in, and it is all Legia. Can we get on the ball and keep it, please? Just for 10 minutes. Just take the sting out of the game. Finally, a highlight up our end. Oriella. It's a great challenge, but Lucas Loppet swings it in. Neves hits it back post. Isberg there, poor keeping. He really should be saving that. It's 2-1. We've got our away goal. Gets the run of play. Is that an emphasis? Can't even speak today. Is that something to maybe drive us into getting into this game and keeping the ball, playing the HK way, which is dominating sides? A bit lucky that the ball falls down to Lucas Loppet. It's a great flick on from Neves to Isberg. And Isberg really not with the best of shots, but in the end, the keeper hasn't done enough there. As it's played out, and it looks like they're playing out from the back, which is fine. I do like the press high and force this long ball. That's a very good switch, the flick on header, but we should be okay. Stefan should get on the ball, our best centre-back at the club, our best ball-playing centre-back, and should play a good pass. His pass inside the Oriella is good to Philippe. Can he drive forward? Instead, he looks to find Isberg and does. You have Wagner if you want to use him. Go Wagner. You got some speed. Not too much speed, but you got enough about you. He beats his man and then goes inside the Oriella. Oriella finds Neves. Neves now. Wagner's still out there if you need him, mate. Instead, he goes back to Oriella after dwelling on it, and Oriella's ball is not that great. The ball should have really have gone to Wagner from Neves. He does too much there, Oriella. And now they're on the break here, and it could be 3-1 right now. They've got numbers in the back of the box. There we go. It's a good flick on. We need Jonathan to go big. We wasn't going big, and Army Abrazi has scored, and we're 3-1 down after 27 minutes. It's been a poor performance from the lads. I'm hoping they get into half-time right now, and we can just tell them, look, get out there and play, you know, and change it up. You know, give us something. Get real angry at them. I'm tempted to go 2 up top and play it on the break right now. Even though we're sort of dominating possession, they're just finding way too much space in the end. The ball to Jonasson, and it is okay. So we take a very worried sip of our coffee right now. Our Champions League campaign is falling apart in front of us. I'm not a fan of changing it too early. The ball to Kanan. Can we build something now? We built this ball out well from the back. Oriella, you can play Neves inside the Isberg. Surely Wagner's on the overlap. Play Wagner. Isberg brings it inside and finds Silver around. In the end, it falls to Kanan. It's a good save from the keeper. I was asking for them to be given the Wagner on the outside there, but we've gone inside and Kanan's got a good shot off. And the corner's poor. It's not bad from us, but it's not great. And look, another ball that's poor and it's cut out. So you can see they're getting shots at will right now, but, you know, we're dominating possession-ish. Very reluctant to go to a counter system, but I reckon it's the way, especially if they score now. It's all right. Good Yon holds that one, and that's okay. 56% possession. Isberg now. Engay. It's a good ball over the top, and they're finding so much space. I don't understand. Stavinsky, it's a great save by Yon. I might even change it before half-time, to be quite honest. No, we're not. Okay, we're gonna keep it at half-time. We're gonna give him a big talking to. We're gonna wait 5 minutes after half-time and see what happens, and then we're gonna change to a counter system if we have to. Wagner, can you go close that one down? It's a good ball across the box, but it falls to no one, and it looks like no one's interested in going to get it. And it'll be a throw. Hoping that brings us to half-time. If we score right now, make it 3-2. I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, no one having a good game. Philippe at the back. Stefan at the back. No one is having a very good game at the back at all. It's been quite poor. We're going to look like we're going to get into half-time. Very, very, very simple team talk this one. Where is the aggressive tab? And where is that's absolutely terrible. I don't care that you look demotivated, Silvio. That has been poor from you. We're actually going to do it. We're going to change to a counter system. We're going to put Isberg and Kanya as wingers. We're going to put Oriel as a deep line playmaker on defend. And we're going to put Neves on an advanced playmaker on attack. Isberg, Lucas Lotvat. Nishkin is going to stay there as a ball-playing defender. Going to be putting that as a centre defensive defender on Philippe. Just going to keep it interested. Wing backs on defend. You know, 2 banks of 4. Play very much over the top. Advance forward and poacher for... Actually, you can stay on complete forward and maybe play Leo Poli as a poacher instead as an advance forward. But they're our standard flexible for now. We will change to the counter. I'm just going to give it 5 minutes just for the lads to go, okay, this is a 4-4-2, different system. And then we'll change the counter. There's a ball inside to Leo Poli. It's fallen to Silver Ragnoli. It's probably not going to be a highlight. It gets tackled, and hopefully it's the end of the highlight. And it is. I'm expecting us not to dominate possession right now. I'm expecting us to kind of just absorb some pressure and hopefully look to counter. As Angai, we've got numbers behind the ball though. It's a good ball out to Pasquato. Don't want to concede another one. The ball's crossed in. Apparently that's a penalty. Stefan's had a stroker. I'm going to get him off. Nikolai, come on. I've had enough. I've seen what I've needed seen from you today, Stefan. Get off the field. We now have to switch to a counter system and confirm. We're going to hope Jon has to save this one, because if it's 4-1, we are out of this tie and we're out of the Champions League. Pasquato, it's a great finish from the son that is Italian in Christian Pasquato. The keeper can't get there. I reckon it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat, confirm the changes, off you come. If a red card happens now, it's good night. But we need something from the lads. Nothing seems to be happening. It's very simple. We're going to have to go 1 in the middle. Wants to let me 1 in the middle. A cam. Gonna put Ragnoli back to shadow striker. Isberg's gonna have to come off here from Magnussen. And Moreno's gonna have to come on now. We're gonna have to go 3 up top. We're gonna have to go on the attacking. We're gonna have to go pump the ball, no flanks, exploit the middle, go pass it into space, hit early crosses. Very slightly higher using an offside trap, closing down a whole heap more at a much higher tempo with a bit more fluid, and we're going to have to bomb the fullbacks on full wing backs on attack and just look them to get going. No one's had a good game. Magnussen apparently still in complete forward. We're going to have to change that. But throwing the dice now, we need a second at least, and then that it is. I'm happy playing 3 advanced forwards. Just get him on the last man. On poach is fine for Leo Poli. That's fine. Just looking to break. Looking to snag one over the top. I reckon it's game over, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 at home would actually win us the tie, but not like nothing's happening. We're gonna need a goal. We're gonna go overload. We're gonna just go for it. And just go route 1 and hope for the best, boys. There we go. As it's a highlight straight from going from overload, and they have the ball, so I'm not excited for this at all. Neves now though, his ball long. Does it fall to Silva around? It doesn't. It's one long ball, and Stefan's going to bring it down. It's a great challenge. Wagner now. Wagner, find a pass, finds Jon. Jon finds to Lucas Slotback. Lucas, you're going to have to go long, and he does, and it's a good long ball as well. There's a fall to Magnussen, falls to Leo Poli, falls to Moreno. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper. That gives us a chance if it's 4-2. Instead, it's still 4-1. Leo Poli now, back post, headed away. Falls as far as Neves now. Wagner now. No, it's not. He ignores and goes to Philippe. It's the end of the highlight. Can we have one more highlight, please? It's 4 minutes. It has to be for us as well. If it's 5-1, it's game over. Come on, boys. Press in there. Amiobi. Come on. It falls to Philippe. Falls to Nikolai. Nikolai, got to find a pass, boys. Come on, go long. Have to go long. Fires to Nikolai. It's a long ball now. Leo Poli, can he get up? Instead, he doesn't just get up. Slider. Moreno! 4-2! And there's still life in the HK, boys. That's brilliant, lads. It's brilliant. Come on. It's Route 1 football. I don't care. It's all against all my philosophies. I don't care. There's a time and a place for Route 1, and that's it. It's a great ball from Nikolai. He finds Leo Poli, and the presence of mind, the cutter to Moreno. And bang, it's 4-2. And at least only 2-0 win now would mean that we will go through. Their striker's injured in the last dying minutes as well. Beautiful stuff. That's it. I love it. Getting stuck in. Can we get a third, maybe? I don't think there's enough time. Don't let them get a fifth. That is for sure. Nengai, blow your whistle, ref, and he does. There we go. I've had enough. That's fine. We're lucky to walk away here with 4-2. They have been so poor at the back. I'm going to tell them very, very far from pleased. I look motivated. That's fine. Hoping Lucas's injury is not that bad. It's a thigh injury. I'm hoping that's just a knot because we need him to start this game here. Oh, we've got a very, 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 very interesting tie against Legia at home. I've slammed the team. I am going to give them a big team talk that, you know, our performance was completely unacceptable. We're going to lay into them. Don't want to comment individual performance. look, I don't see him leaving the club in the near future, but honestly, I do. Not fair to discuss it and all good. Look, I'm going to save the game. The Pro Tour game will come up. We're going to cut that out. I'll let you know what happens in it. But stay tuned, because HK are about to turn this around. Have faith in the boys. Second leg coming up. This is Damien. I'll be back. Well, welcome back, YouTube. We're not at the Legia game. If you can see, the Pro Tour game is still 2 days away. I didn't realise, but the Champions Group playoff game is being drawn. Now, we have quite a hard tie against Legia, and it's not over. But we are seeded, which means that we can't get one of the big boys. However, Basel and Rosenborg would be a very interesting tie. And there's not a lot of easy teams in that unseeded draw. So it doesn't even mean, we don't even know if we're going to get to this final qualifying round. But it doesn't even mean if we get there that we're going to make it to the final, to the group stage, sorry. But we'll see how it goes. Copenhagen, a team that we have lost to every time we've played them, is going to play Applewell or CSU. We're going to call them that. Dynamo will play Malmo. Austria win. I do not want to have Celtic or Partizan. Oh wait, I can't. I don't want Basel. Alright, looks like we're going to have to play Basel or Rosenborg. Basel would be quite a hard tie. Rosenborg were beaten with in the past, well, with a lot weaker HK side than what we have. So that would be quite an interesting tie. But, this tie ain't over. At the moment we're down, we look out of it, but this tie ain't over. I have full faith in the boys that we're going to come back. I will see you in just a second for the second leg. What could be a history-making tie between Legia. Welcome back, everybody. Second leg. Here we are. What a day. As you can see, the same day we have youth intake. Now, I've had a look at this, and I'm going to show you guys too. Out of all our youth intakes so far on this save, this has been by far the worst. So nothing to get too hyped about here. But we're hoping all the hype happens in this Legia game. Now, look. I'm expecting this tie to go either two ways. Either they're going to come and play on the counter, and we're going to be very open. It's going to be a ding-dong battle. It's a matter of who can take the chances most. Or they're going to come and sit back, park the bus, look to absorb pressure, and either we're going to dominate this game, score loads of goals, and win this tie, which I hope what happens, or it's going to be a very frustrating day at the office, and we're going to lose this game like 0-0 on aggregate, or 1-0 down, or something like that, and just ruin our missed chances. Look, that second goal is giving us a chance. But we need a big performance from the boys. Can we do it? I have full faith. Do you have faith? Let me know if you have faith in the comments. I have faith. They've come to play a 5-2-1-2, which means they're probably going to sit back and look to absorb a little bit more than usual. We're going to tell them, look, I'm assertively going to tell them we have to owe Legia. They look absolutely motivated. I'm going to tell Leo Paulie, I have faith in him. He doesn't seem to care. Come on, lads, though. It's a big game. Champions League African going. Come on. We have to beat Legia. Have to beat them. Come on, boys. Have full faith. Let's see. We just want a good start. Early goal. Early goal creates this tie. If we don't score an early goal, we're in some trouble, I reckon, because then they can just sit and absorb. It's a highlight after a minute. It's deep in our half, but if we can play out, it would be great. Kane now. Inside. Oriella to Neves. Neves driving into the space with his speed. Leo Paulie. Still not much with him. Still Leo Paulie. It's a pointless highlight. Why is showing me that FM? It's alright, I can feel it. We're here, we're hereabouts. Come on, keep the ball. Okay, it looks like we're starting well. There we go. I was about to say, they haven't had a shot in the 10 minutes, and right on the 10-minute mark, they've had a shot. Look, we're playing better than what we did in the first leg, in the opening 10 minutes. Can we keep it going? Need a goal, though. Not creating too much. Definitely looks like that. Legia have parked it and looking to absorb pressure, and we're looking to create. Look, not much highlights going. 33 minutes gone, and there's absolutely been nothing this half. This has been a slow half of football. Or a pointless half of football. 36 minutes in. Can we create something? A highlight, please, game. 37, 38. Time's ticking away, and it's been poor from the boys. What do we do? That's all right. 41 minutes in. It looks like a game that hasn't had many highlights. Need this to go our way, and need this to be a highlight. It's a poor ball forward, and in the end, it looks like Legia will be okay. It's a mistake. Kane in. Paulie's there. I don't care how it comes. Come on, boys. 1-0. HK 1, Legia 0. 3-4 in aggregate. We're in with a chance. One goal obviously would see us go through on away goals. I don't care how it comes. Looks like Legia have come and parked the bus and absorbed pressure, and there's a defensive mistake by their fullback. Who is that has got the ball? Can't pronounce that name. We're not even going to try. But Kane gets in there. It's a good ball. Keeper sort of came through it and didn't. It was in two minds. And Leo Paulie fixed that one in at the near post. And it's 1-0 on the night. We're still 3-4 down. But we probably on balance of play deserved that. But haven't created that clear-cut chance. But Leo Paulie scores. Kane with the assist. Get him in here. Okay, I'm going to be going Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to say here. I'm happy, but I'm happy. Show me something else. Alright, I don't care. That's better for the better good, I don't care. I don't care if you look stressed, Liverpool. It's a stressful time. I think that's better. We haven't been great, but at the same time, we got that one goal that gives us a chance. We score another, Legia have to come out and have to look to score 2, which is great. So, if at any time a goal, and this game's going to explode, I reckon. Ragnoli's having a poor one, and he's on a booking. Do we put Gunnarsson on? Look, it's a highlight, and it's deep in their half, but it's with them in the throw. Pasquato now. He finds... He's a fullback, back to the keeper. Surely that's Oriella's ball. Oriella does pick it up. It's a mistake, but Philippe gets there. Well done. Good stuff, Stefan. He finds Lucas Lovac. Kainan. Silvio Ragnoli. He's inside the Leopoli. Paulie switches it out to Lucas Lovac. There's numbers in the box. Can he swing in a ball of quality? It's headed away, but only as far as Wagner. Wagner. Surely there's numbers back post. I've accidentally hit the spacebar button, haven't I? I've hit the spacebar button. Alright, take a second to visualise what's about to happen. Wagner's going to put one back post and we're going to score a header. It's going to be Kainan at the back post. Alright, let's go. Back to Wagner. Back post. Kainan, header! Oh, I'll tell you what, I nearly called it. I nearly called it. There we go. Accidentally racing my fingers on the space bar and boom, press space bar because I'm thinking about a change. I reckon the change is coming now. We're going to have faith in young Gunnarsson to come on and do the business. And Leo Pauli is going to stay up top. Gunnarsson's on for Silvio Ragnoli. Might be a risk. Lucas Lovac, it's a throw. Finds Oriella. Oriella. Gunnarsson! Oh, he nearly was a hero. The HK youth prospect nearly was a hero. 72 minutes in. Who do we take off? What do we go to? I think we go to another person up top. Neves isn't having the best of games. I'm actually happy to keep Oriella there just to recycle possession. And it has to be Moreno. Gonna swap them around and put Moreno on that side. It's his more preferred side. Put that there. Oriella will go there and play deep line playmaker on defend, I feel, just to keep it there. We're actually then going to put Gunnarsson as an advanced attacking midfielder on support and just look to create something up there. 76 minutes in. We need a goal, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. At what point do we go more attacking? I feel like it's now. Alright. Push Wagner forward. Wagner forward. Lucas Lovac forward. They've absorbed a lot of pressure here. Have Legia. Who makes another change? Your queen? We go to another striker? Nah, I don't like that. I'm actually happy with how it is out there in terms of personnel. We're going to go attacking. We're going to exploit every flank and look for the overlap. We're going to go at a much higher tempo, go more direct, pass the ball into space if we need to. Closing down much higher. Use the offside trap, very fluid. And we're just going to have to do it. I don't care about working the ball into the box so much. If it's out to the box, hit it. If not, you know, swing it in. I don't care. Play. 85 minutes in. 85 minutes in and a highlight. Goes wide. We are playing only 2 at the back technically, so we press high. Can we get the ball off Jones? It's not. The ball over the top. We need someone to get there. In the end, I think it's Oriella playing deep line playmaker on defend. He's got there. Jonasson. Find his man. He's gone long. I don't care. If the ball's played back, can we get up? We can't. And the long ball over the top. Kucha's going to have a chance. There's a great tackle with Philippe. And Jonasson goes long again. Can we win the knockdown? We don't win the knockdown. No pressure coming up top. We need a press. We need to win this ball. Come on, Wagner. It's a good ball over the top. It's going to be a chance. Is it a chance? Jonasson with a great save. Keeps the tie alive. Legia, it's a chance. Come on, boys. Need a press. Need to win this ball. Need to win this ball. 90 minutes. It's a corner. Isberg. Flicked away. Can we recycle possession, please? Come on, Leo Pauli. Probably need you in the box. He finds Oriella. Oriella, is there someone out here wide for you? Finds Philippe. Philippe's probably got not the best across. He does cross it. Back pass. Come on. Isberg. 3-0. 90th minute. It's that man again. It is that man again, the icon, the legend. I just said Philippe does have the best of crosses. The centre-back has put in the best ball in his life. What a ball that is. Isberg, back post, near post. Isberg. Hack on Isberg. The icon, the legend, or the HK has gone bang. And there we go. Get them all back. Park the bus. Oh my days. Late drama here at the HK Stadium. I knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, ladies and gentlemen, didn't we? Didn't we? I had faith, did you? I tell you what, when it got to the 90th minute and they had that chance and Jon pulls off, credit to Jon. Jon kept the tie alive, big one on one side. Calm down. Jon with a great save. We've gone big. Deep line playmakers on defend, please. Go back a line, Kainan. Alright. Winger on support. Isberg can go back one line. Oh, breathe. All right, conceding right now would be a kick in the teeth. Moreno can go there. Nikolai is a bit more of a ball playing. We're going to just go to a proper centre-back, I reckon, and go proper centre-back and proper centre-back, I reckon. No, none of this ball playing stuff. Team instructions: contain at a normal tempo, wasting a heap of time and a lot deeper, closing down sometimes, not using that. I'm happy for you guys to keep the ball, be very disciplined, stick to positions, and very, very, very highly structured. All right, get stuck in. Yes, not a problem. Wing backs on defend. I'm happy with that. There we go. We have played sensationally. We've deserved this. 2 minutes to hang on, plus any extra added time apart from the free because we just scored. Can we get there? Time's ticking away. 93, 94. Surely it's game over. Blow your whistle, referee. It's game over. And on away goes HK are through. We have battered Legia, and it's taken us to the 90th minute to score. 90 plus 1 minutes. Oh my days. These HK lads are nuts. They're nuts. They don't give up, and they go to the final whistle, and they have proven again. We're going to watch it back in all its glory, right? Because when this happened, and it was cleared, and it fell to Philippe, I didn't have faith. Oriella to Philippe, I had no faith at this point. Oh, I pressed spacebar to pause it, and it's done that. It's saying goal. We know what happens, all right? Pep talk. I'm going to tell them, you've done brilliantly to come back and win. I'm proud of you. No one is overly over the moon, but trust me, they're over the moon. Whew. HK roar back to win on away goals. Damn straight we did. We win in the third round. Disappointed by away goals lost. I don't care. Look, we're amongst some great teams. Not going to win the competition, but we might go. It's delighted how the side came back. It made my halftime talk easier. Renato didn't put us in the performance, and we are disappointed. We get Basel. FC Basel, wow, what a hard tie that is too. That's arguably harder than the tie against Spartak Prague that we played last year to get to the group stage. So we're in for an absolute classic. We're going to end the episode there. I'm going to probably go have a coffee and try and relax because that tie's coming up in a couple of days. Right, after we've got a midweek game, we've got a league game, and then we got the midweek against Basel, and that is going to be the next episode on YouTube. Give a like for the HK comeback. Give a like for just the hype of this episode. What an episode! Episode of the HK save so far, surely the best episode of the lot. If you like the episode, click subscribe to the YouTube channel and obviously give it a like. Obviously on Twitch we do stream HK live, and if we make it to the Champions League, or even we now know that we're in the Europa League group stage, the group stage games will be live on Twitch at some point later on in today. So please give us a follow on Twitch so you know when we go live, and if you want to watch HK live. In terms of that, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, breathe because we're over and we're through, and the HK lads don't give up for nothing. This is Damien signing off YouTube. Come on, boys! See! I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Oh, I love it. That's a weird way to end the episode.